What if I told you some of the most painful wounds from childhood don't come from what was done to us, but from what was said to us? Think about it for a second. A single sentence, repeated over time, can quietly shape how someone sees themselves forever. Parents are supposed to be a child's safest place, the ones who build them up, protect them, and make them feel valued. But what happens when the same voices meant to comfort you are the ones that slowly break you down? Emotional harm isn't always loud. It doesn't leave visible scars, but it can stay with someone for years, even a lifetime. And the scariest part, sometimes it sounds completely normal. Let's talk about a few examples. Imagine growing up constantly hearing comments about your appearance, not compliments, but criticism. Small remarks like, "You don't look right," or "Why can't you look better?" At first it stings, but over time it becomes a belief. You stop seeing yourself clearly and start seeing only flaws. Now imagine being questioned for simply being yourself. How come you act like that? Why can't you be normal? Those words might seem casual, but to a child they carry weight, they create doubt, they make you feel like something inside you is wrong. And that feeling? It doesn't just disappear when you grow up. Then there are the words no child should ever hear. Things that make them feel unwanted. Statements that suggest they were a mistake, or that they shouldn't exist. For a child, that's not just hurtful. It shakes their entire sense of identity, because every child needs to feel one thing above all else, that they matter. Now picture being made to feel like a burden, like your needs are too much, like your existence is exhausting for someone else. What do you think a child learns from that? They learn to stay quiet, to hide their emotions, to stop asking for help, even when they need it most. And then comes comparison. Why can't you be like them? Look at others. They're better than you. Instead of feeling motivated, the child feels replaced. Like no matter what they do, they'll never be enough. Over time, this doesn't build confidence, it destroys it. Then there are direct insults, words like useless or you'll never succeed. At first, they hurt, but eventually they become internal thoughts. And once a child starts believing those words, they carry them into adulthood without even realizing it. Another powerful fear comes from something many people overlook, the fear of being left behind. Even small threats like, "I'll leave you," can create deep insecurity. A child begins to believe that love is temporary, that people will walk away sooner or later, and that belief can follow them into every future relationship. Finally, broken promises. It may not seem like a big deal at first, but when someone repeatedly says they'll do something and never follows through, trust slowly fades. The child learns something dangerous, that words don't mean anything, and that lesson can shape how they trust others later in life. Here's the truth. Words are powerful, especially during childhood. They don't just hurt in the moment, they shape identity, self-worth, and emotional patterns. And many people carry these invisible scars without even realizing where they came from. If any part of this feels familiar, you're not alone. Understanding it is the first step toward breaking the cycle. And maybe toward becoming the kind of person who speaks with care instead of harm. Because sometimes the difference between a confident adult and a struggling one comes down to the words they heard as a child. If this made you think of someone, share it with them. And if you want more content like this, content that helps you understand yourself and others on a deeper level, stay connected with Psychology Threads.